And we're talking about writing equations in slope-intercept form. So we're just writing, remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Remember that m is your slope. And the b is your y-intercept. And today we're going to talk about this. It's where you start. Okay, so when we start graphing these lines in just a second, it's not the new notes, it's the old notes. Sorry. When we start graphing in just a minute, you'll start at your y-intercept, and then remember you do your slope, rise, over, run. Oh, perfect. And then you guys, this is the last set of notes that we have. You have a graphing quiz tomorrow, so you guys will have a quiz. It's a good time to do a quiz and then make up some work. You have to make up work. Y'all, Wednesdays are not days off. They are not days off. You do the best that you can, and you put it in there. And remember, anything, I'll give you an example. Sorry, Kendall, I'm going to use you for a minute. He emailed me late last night. That's why I didn't answer back. I was in the bed. I'm sorry. Okay. He had some questions, and he said, I don't really know how to do this. And then he emailed me back, and he said, I finished it, but I didn't do very good. Well, Kendall can go back and do that quiz again. They're all open again. So any quiz that you don't do well on that you feel like you need to go back and fix, go back and fix it. If you're happy with your grade, be happy with it, and that's fine, okay? But there are a lot of you that are not doing anything on Wednesdays. And in fact, this week has been the worst week of work that I've ever had. So if you have little white boxes, when you open EDIA, you need to get those cleared out of there. The only ones that you should not worry about are the orientation weeks. Does that make sense? I need those white boxes gone. You are failing my class because you're not getting your work done. And we're not doing much work. I can promise you that. If we were in school regular, you'd be doing twice as much. All right? So got it? All right. You found this now? Okay. So again, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Your slope is the m. Your b is your y-intercept, or where you start. So we've already done this. We're going to pick out where our slope and our y-intercept is. Then we're going to write our equation of our line. We're going to talk about x and y intercepts. We've already talked about y-intercepts. Whether it's increasing or decreasing, and then our domain and range. And domain and range we really haven't done, but it's really quick, okay? So when we talk about our slope, remember from graph, we picked 2 perfect points. You guys can pick these if you want to. They're just really far away. So what I would do is pick a different one. So I'm going to pick these 2 to do my slope with. It's 1 and 1. So remember your slope is rise over run. We went up 1 and over 1. Now remember, the last thing that you have to do is tell whether it's positive or negative. This graph is going down. So it's a -1 over 1 or just -1. Okay, I don't care if you give me the fraction, that's fine. EDIA does not care if you give the fraction, that's fine. All right, your y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. And you just put the number that it crosses. So this one crosses at 2. Good. Okay. So then when you make your equation, we've already done these in EDIA. We've already done all this first part. You do y equals mx plus b. Remember that your slope was m. Your y-intercept was b. So your equation is m is -1. We leave x. B was +2. That's your equation. Again, you've already done all of that in EDIA. You've done it before. If your y-intercept is where you cross the y-axis, your x-intercept is where you cross the x-axis. So remember, this is your x, this is your y-axis. That point right there is your x-intercept. Where does it cross the x-axis? 1, 2. If you want to put the coordinate, that's fine. I'm not sure if they asked that in EDIA today. Look and see what they say. Is it the coordinate or is it just the x value? Okay. If you get to that point and you're not sure, just ask. All right, so it says, is this graph increasing or decreasing from 0 to 2? Well, this is linear. It's either always increasing or always decreasing. So which one is this one? Is it going up or down? Decreasing, it's going down. And then you will get into domain and range more when we get to our review in a couple days for our test. We'll talk about practical domain and range. So the difference between regular domain and range is what everything is. So this graph touches where to where. Practical domain is like if you're talking about money, you can't have negative money. So we wouldn't use negative values. Okay, but we'll get to that. So your domain and range all the time, your domain is looking from left to right. This has an arrow on the left. That means it stretches forever and ever and ever. What number means forever and ever and ever? Infinity. If it's on the left, this is our left, it's pointing backwards. It goes to negative infinity. And on the right, it points forever to positive infinity. For a linear, this will never change. Okay? This will never change. So every question that you're asked on a linear that says domain and range, negative to positive infinity. The range is the same way. How low does it go? It goes low forever. It goes high forever because it's got the arrow. So it is the same exact thing. Those do not change for linears. They will not change. Okay. All right, so let's do it again. How do we find slope? Talk to me. You can use the ones that they give you, or you can find some others. I think the closest exact are the ones that they give you. And then you count your rise. And your run. So I counted my rise boxes are 3. My run boxes are 4. The last thing you need to tell me is it positive or negative? Negative. And remember, that is your m in your equation. So your slope is negative 3/4. Where does it cross the y-axis? I'm going to follow along on the y-axis till I see where it crosses. -2. And remember, that is your b in your equation. So when I fill it in, I do y equals. Our m was negative 3/4. Our b was -2. Our x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis. So here's my x-axis. Where does it cross it at? That's all I need to do. Is this graph increasing or decreasing? From left to right, does it go up or down? Decreasing. And then what did I tell you domain and range always is? What was our last domain and range? Negative infinity, positive infinity. Yep. Negative infinity to positive infinity. So domain means it goes all the way to the left and the right. Range means it goes from bottom to top forever. Again, that will not change for linears at all. All right. Next page. Everybody got all this? You good? Everybody good? Sorry. I just don't want to rush. Get off of there. All right. So on this one, same thing. You can find 2 perfect points, or you can use the 2 lines. It doesn't matter. This time, I'm just going to show you using those. For slope, remember we do rise over run. Our rise was 2. Our run is 8. Is this one positive or negative? Positive because it's going up, right? You can leave it as 2/8, but remember it will reduce to 1/4. So if you had a multiple choice, it's going to reduce that. Don't think you got it wrong. Just try to finish it. Where does it cross the y-axis at? -3. Remember that's your b. Our equation of our line is y equals mx plus b. We found out that m was 1/4 x, and then our b was a -3. Again, all of those we've been doing forever. The only new thing are these 4, and they're really easy. What's your x-intercept? Well, on this one, we can't really see it, right? You guys see that? But we can keep going. So I'm going to draw it on this graph real quick. I think whoever picked this graph just didn't realize that they were doing that. So we had -3, and we're going up 1 and over 4. Here you go, up 1 and over 4, up 1 over 4. So where does it look like we cross at? 2, 4, 6, 8. Looks to be like 10 or 11, right? Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to say 10 because that's the best we could do. All right. Don't stress about it. There's a better way to do it, but we're not learning our calculator steps yet. Okay. Is it increasing or decreasing? Increasing because it's positive. What's your domain and range? Negative to positive and negative to positive. Okay. When we talk about this x-intercept, we're going to find out soon exactly how to find x and y-intercept. So this is just a guess on this part. It's not exactly correct, but it's a guess on this part. Okay? All right, look at your next one. How do we find slope? Rise over run. You can use those 2 points or you can pick closer ones. My rise was 1. My run was 2. Is it positive or negative? Negative. Remember, that's your m in your equation. Where does it cross the y-intercept or the y-axis? +1. That's your b. And again, that's right there on the y-axis at 1. The equation of the line, remember we do y equals mx plus b. Your m was -1/2. Your b was a +1. This one's easy. Where's the x-intercept? Two, perfect. The last 3 are even easier. Is it increasing or decreasing? How do you know it's decreasing? It's going down, right? Nope, left or right, it's going down. Domain and range. Negative infinity to positive infinity. Any questions? Okay, so maybe if you had some trouble on that quiz yesterday, maybe that helped a little bit. Okay, you can go back and take it anytime. I'm gonna flip it over. And we're gonna talk about graphing this line. So now, instead of taking the line from the graph, we're gonna put the line on the graph. All right. So the first time I'm gonna use the chart, the second time I am not. Okay, I'm not gonna make you chart this every single time. So if we have x's -3, what they want you to do is plug it in. So here's how they would do it. We have 2x minus 3. Our x, they said, was -3 minus 3. 2 times -3 is -6. Minus 3 is -9. So basically all they want you to do is plug it in. This is too much work, okay? I'm gonna do it a couple times and then I'm gonna stop. It's too much work. Got it? All right, so on the next one, I would do 2 times -2 minus 3. All I'm doing is replacing x with this number right here. That's -4 minus 3, which is -7. The next one, I would replace -1. 2 times -1 is -2, minus 3 is -5. Do you see a pattern happening? We have -9, -7, -5. What do you think the next one's going to be? -3. What do you think the next one's going to be? Next one? Not negative, but +1. So we're going to skip 0. We're going to have 1. What's the next one going to be? 3. So once you find that pattern, you don't have to keep plugging in. Linears are like that. They have that pattern every single time. But again, still all too much work. I'm going to graph these points and show you this line, and then I'm going to show you the quick way to do it. Okay. So we would start with -3, -9. That's not going to fit on here. This only goes to 6. So we'd start with -1, -5. That's my coordinate. -1, -5. 0, -3. 1, -1. 2, 1, and 3, 3. Then we just connect the dots. That's the first line that you've graphed in this class. Took a long time, right? Yeah? Yeah, we don't have to take that long. Okay, watch this. I'm gonna put a new graph up here so you guys can see it. You don't have to regraph it. I'm just gonna show you what happens. Remember what I told you. This is your y-intercept or where you start. So that's what I'm gonna do first. Y-intercept or where you start. So on this graph, on the y-axis, I'm gonna go to -3 and I'm gonna put a dot. How do you make 2 a fraction? And remember, this is your rise and your run, right? It's positive, so we're going to go rise 2, run 1. Rise 2, run 1. Or you can go down 2, run 1, just like this. Much quicker, right? That's literally all you have to do. You need max of 3 points, okay? I mean, minimum 3 points. You can do all of them all the way. I always do it all the way across because I'm anal like that, and that's fine. But you need at least 3, okay? So don't give me just 2 points. Give me 3. All right, so let's look at the next one. I'm not doing this chart at all. It takes too much time, okay? We're going to start with our y-intercept. So we're going to go to the y-axis, and at 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to put a dot. How do I make -3 a fraction? Put a 1 under it. And that's my rise over my run. This says rise -3. That actually means go down 3. Down 3. And always to the right. Your negative is going to tell you whether you go up or down. Okay? Everything is always to the right. So down 3, right 1. Again, I do mine all the way across the graph. As long as you have 3 points, I will not complain. That's it. That is all you do. I want to skip this part. We're coming back to it. But I want to keep graphing. So flip it over. Where does number 5 start? Good. So this is your start. And so I'll put a dot at -5. How do I make -9 a fraction? Over 1. So this one says go down 9, but I'm running out of graph. So I can do it completely opposite. I can go up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And over 1. Make sure it's going down though, okay? So this one will be left 1. Can I put a third one on this one? Can I put a third point on this graph? No, so be realistic. If I tell you that you need 3 and you can only get 2 on the graph, it's fine. It's perfectly fine this way, okay? Connect the dots and we're done. Watch your slopes, okay? Watch your slopes. This one needed to be going down and it is. Where does number 6 start? So I'm going to put a dot at -5. How do I make 2 a fraction? And this one's positive, so it should be increasing. So we're going to go up 2 and right 1, up 2 and right 1. And we're just going to keep doing that. Like I said, 3 dots is fine with me. On EDIA, I think you only need 2. Am I correct? They just need the 2 dots? Okay. So no worries, but if you're doing it by hand, you definitely need the 3. All right, look at your next one. Where does this one start? Looks like they're all going to start there. That's not typical. That's just the questions that you guys got. So I'm going to start at -5. This one's already in a fraction, so I don't need to make it a fraction. So it tells me rise 6, run 5. Rise 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run 5. I can only get 2 dots. That is perfect. Make sure that it's a positive slope. So the things that you'll miss on your EDIA assignment today is positive, negative slope. Typically the y-intercept is the easy part. Make sure you have positive versus negative slope. Same thing for the next one. Where does it start? -5. It says rise 7, run 5. 5, 6, 7, run 5. Again, all I can do is 2 dots and I'm done. All right. Don't flip your paper. I'm gonna show you while we're doing these 2 problems. On the next one, we're gonna graph, but if you look, they're not in y equals. You guys see that? To graph, we always need it in y equals. We've already learned how to do that. We already took a test on it, okay? So this is what we're doing in this part is we're just reminding you how to solve for y. So remember, our first step was to move x. Our second was to divide everything by y. We did this on our first test. So if you didn't do so well on this section of the test, maybe you'll get it this time and you can go back and check it out, okay? Literal equations, solving for y. If there's an EDIA assignment you haven't done called literal equations, solving for y, that's this, okay? So the first thing we want to do is move x. So this is a -2x. We do the opposite to move it. So we add 2x. It cancels out. We bring down that positive 3y. And then remember, I told you always want to write your x first. This is exactly why you want to write your x first, is so that we can graph them. Okay, so positive 2x and a positive 8. Our last step is divide everything by y. Divide by 3, divide by 3, divide by 3. We get y equals 2/3 x plus 8/3. Leave it just like that. Don't try to make it decimals. If you can reduce it, you'll want to reduce it. But remember, EDIA doesn't care and it'll leave it just like this, okay? Same thing on the next one. The first thing we're going to do is move x. We have a positive 3x. So we're going to subtract 3x. Here's one mistake people make. Make sure you bring down the whole negative 4y. Okay, got to make sure that negative's in there. Our x goes first, so it was a -3x. And then we had a positive 12. Last step, divide everything by y. So divide by -4. Reduce this, negative over negative makes a positive, good. And 12 divided by -4 is -3, okay? So on the next ones, when we graph, we have to change it into y equals. And then after we change it to y equals, we can do our slope and y-intercept, okay? So slope on this one would be 3/4, y-intercept would be -3. This one would be a crappy one to graph because we have to start at 8/3. We don't want to start there. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So this will be a crappy one to graph, but then rise 2, run 3. All right, so let's see what we got on this page. I'm going to rewrite my equation right here so that I can solve it for y. Remember that your first step is move x and then divide y. Move x, divide y. So we have a positive x. We're going to subtract it for the other side. Bring down your full 2y. X goes first, a negative x, and then a negative 6. Last step, divide by y. So divide everything by 2. Your 2's cancel out. What's that number always with the letter when there's no number there? 1. So this is actually negative 1/2 x. Okay, negative 1/2 x. We just pull it apart. And then negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So we have to do all that so that we can graph it. How do we graph this? Where do we start? So we'll put our dot at negative 3. And this is our rise over run. Make sure that your graph is negative. It's decreasing. So down 1, right 2. Down 1, right 2. 3 points are fine. I like to go all the way across my graph. Edia, you do 2 points. You find the y-intercept, and then you do your rise and run 1 time. That's it. All right. I'm going to go to number 11 because it's exactly like number 9. We have x plus 4y equals 8. My first step is to move x. Since it's positive, I'm going to subtract it. Bring down your whole 4y. And we have a negative 8 and a positive x. Let me go a little bit closer so you guys can see it really good. Last step, divide by y. How do I rewrite this? And it's a negative. And then 8 divided by 4 is 2. Where does this one start? At 2. And how do we move? Down 1, right 4. Perfect. I can't do any more on the graph. I can go the opposite way if I wanted to. And then connect the dots. Again, on Edia, it's just 2 dots that you need. I'm going to do number 12 because it's easier than number 10. And then we'll do number 10 and go back to those other ones. Is there any? Yeah, no, there's nothing on the back. All right. So we have 2x plus y equals negative 2. First step is to move x. So we're going to subtract it. Again, you do the opposite. We're going to bring down this y. Our x goes first, so a negative 2x. And then your other number is a negative 2. Is there anything with y? Do we have any numbers with y? No, so we're done. We're done at this point. So how do I graph? Where do I start? Negative 2. How do I move? Remember, if it's a whole number, we make it a fraction. And that tells us down 2, right 1. Repeat that. You can go up 2 and left 1. And then connect your dots. Mine didn't connect very well. It's hard to do that. We're going to finish this last graph and then go to those ones that I skipped. I wanted to keep graphing so it was in your head. Okay. Last one. This is the hardest of them all, and it's not hard really at all. So we have 8x plus 5y equals negative 15. So if you got this one, this is as hard as it gets. Move your x. They cancel out. You're left with 5y. We're going to bring all that down. We have a negative 8x and a minus 15. Last step, divide everything by 5. Don't forget, if you're not sure if it reduces or not, you can put it in your calculator. So negative 8 over 5 and do math, enter, enter. It didn't change, so that's as good as you're going to get. 8 over 5x. If you don't know what 15 divided by 5 is, you can put it in your calculator as well. So don't freak out. Use your calculator right now. Not a problem. So where does this one start? Negative 3. And it tells me to go down 8 and right 5, but that's going to be way off the graph and somewhere over here. But I can try to go up 8 and left 5. As long as I have a negative slope, I will be fine. Okay, so watch that on EDIA. Watch that. All right. Now we're going to go back to the ones that we skipped. These are really, really easy. Okay, and I would suggest that you use your calculator for them. So it says determine if the point is on the line. So the way that you do this is your X and this is your Y. It's like 2 pages back. So you plug it in. Instead of X, we're going to use -1. So 5 times -1. We're going to have a -2. And instead of Y, you're going to use 3. When I put that in my calculator, it should equal 8. Now listen to me. The only thing that you're putting in your calculator is this part right here. That part right there. So when I put it in, 5 parentheses -1 -2 parentheses 3, did I get 8? No, I got -11. That does not equal 8. So it does not, I put a no, sorry. It does not lay on that line. It's not part of it. Okay. We're going to do the same thing on the next one. You're going to plug your X in here. You're going to plug your Y in here. So what we're plugging in, 10, instead of X, I'm going to plug in -2, plus 3, instead of Y, I'm going to plug in +2. And I'm going to see if that equals -15. So again, all I'm putting in my calculator is this. 10 parentheses -2 plus 3 times 2 is -14. Is that equal to -15? Is -14 equal to -15? No, so it's not on the line either. Hopefully the next one will be a yes. Let's see. We're plugging in 4 for the X and -5 for the Y. So instead of X, we're using 4. Plus 4, instead of Y, we're using -5. And we're going to see if it equals -16. And again, all I'm doing is putting in the equation right here. So try it. 4 plus 4 times -5. That gave me -16. Is -16 equal to -16? Then it is on the line. That's all you're doing. So plug it in and see if it works. Any questions? Everybody good? All right, so don't forget how to graph. How do we graph? Where do we start? start at your y-intercept, and then move, rise over run, watch your positives and negatives. All right, don't go anywhere. I'm going to stop my sharing. Ms. Foster's going to show you what EDO looks like today so that you guys aren't confused when you get there. Do I have to make you the host, or you should be able to do it. Can you just share?
It says host disabled participant screen sharing. You just gotta go back and be the host.
I don't understand. Okay, go ahead. I'll get with Karen, I guess. What I did not work.
All right, this is what I noticed first period that some of the kids were having.
Is your mic on?
Okay, this is what I noticed that some of the kids were having trouble with first period was graphing the equations, okay? Okay, so Miss Jones told us to start at the y-intercept. So I'm gonna move this first dot down to the y-intercept, which is a -5. So I'm gonna move it down to a -5, okay? So I'll move the first one there, okay? Then she told us, I'm gonna bring the second one down there with us to do the slope, which is 4/1. So I'll go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1. There's my line, okay? Let's check it, make sure we did it right. All right, let's try one more just to make sure we don't have anything funky show up, okay? Okay, we're gonna skip question. Okay, the next one, we start our y-intercept is 6. So I'm gonna start at 6. Bring it down to 6. Positive 6, wrong way. Okay, and then my slope, I'm bringing my next dot up there. My slope is 1/2. So I'll go up 1 and over 2. Okay. At 5. Okay. I can't see. Yeah, so you might have to zoom in, okay? So what I did is at 6, I went up 1 and over 2, okay? All right, do y'all have any questions about that? That was the only thing that was like, let me see if I can find one. Yeah. Okay, so let's try this one where x is -6. We know that x is -6 right here. I had to check that one first, I'm sorry. All right, let's go where x is. I didn't mean to check that one. How do I do that? Okay. Reset it. Let's go find another one. Okay, it says where x is 2. We know that this right here is the only place that x is 2. So we had to move our dot there and then move this other dot like that, where everything on this line is where x is equal to 2, okay? So just I hope you pay attention to how I move the dots. If you have any questions, just let us know, okay? All right, does anybody have any questions online or in class? That's what people were messing up on. I think you know how to do it, but it's just manipulating this line. All right. Yeah, let me go. Oh, you think I'd know what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna go back and Miss Jones, we'll make her host.
All right, so I'm gonna get your attendance and then I want you to go do this assignment. Please don't wait, just get it done. It's a quick one. All right. So Adam, you're probably gonna have to stay, but I got your attendance. Hunter.
Tell him to stay, just in case.
Hunter, stay, just in case. Georgiana.
Stay, just in case.
Stay, just in case. Corbin, I got you, Lucas, and Matthew. All right, I'm gonna host you back again.
All right, guys, go ahead and start with what we're doing today, and then we'll work backwards from there, okay? Just stay on here in case you have any questions, and I'm gonna go back and forth checking on what you're doing, okay? Oh, Hunter, looks like you've already, that's what you've done, Hunter. Okay, you finally started. Okay, good job. Hunter, just make sure you're paying attention to the positive and negatives, okay? Okay, I did that one for you. Hunter, it looks like you've only got two more problems to do where you're solving for y, okay? Solve for that, solve for y and write them in slope intercept form, okay? If you got any questions, let me know. I guess in, we get started. He was doing,
Right, because he didn't do as well as he wanted to do.
also you want to go back and redo
No,
that?
he can later. He can do today's. Today's
Today,
I
then
think
go back
and then we'll
ask
ask.
questions about that. No. Do today's and we'll work back to that. Let me know when you're done today. See what you did. Hunter, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, it looks like on that last one you did, where you had 6x minus 4y, you moved the 6x over, but you should be dividing by -4, okay? I don't know why you got the -4 on top like the next. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You should have like -4y equals -x minus 20, and divided everything by -4, okay?
Okay.
The next one's the same concept, but just pay attention, okay?
Okay.
You got fractions. Georgiana, what you working on? Georgiana,
Yeah.
what are you working on, honey?
Finding the slope integer on the line.
Find the slope intercept equation of the line.
Yeah.
Okay, are you having trouble with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing we need to look for, what is our slope?
5.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, that's our y-intercept is 5. All right, and what's our slope? How many do you go up and over?
You go up to.
Look at it again. Kind of make the screen a little bit bigger. To me, it looks like I go up 1 and over 1. Is this the same one? Is this the same one? Wait a minute. Right here. Let me share it, Georgiana. All right, is this the same one we're looking at?
Yeah.
All right, well, we agree that our y-intercept is 5.
Mm-hmm.
How many do we go up and over?
1.
Okay, so do we need that 1 in front of that? Do we need that 1 in front of that x?
No.
So it'll be y equals x plus or minus 5. Which one?
Plus.
So y equals x plus 5. Try that and see what you get, okay? We're going to fight today with this thing again. All right, Georgiana, the next one's a little tricky. It's going to be a y equals or an x equals. Where do these like 3 dots, what do they all pass through?
0.
Y equals 0 or x equals 0?
X equals 0.
Okay, does x equal 0 right here at this first one?
No, that's -1.
Okay, so it's not x equals 0. It would be, this is 0, -1, 0, 0. Or let me see, you go over 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. So what is it, x or y?
Y.
Okay, go ahead and try that one, okay? All right, go ahead and try the next one. Let me check on somebody else, okay? Oh, God. Adam, honey, what are you working on? Adam.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, what are you working on? Are you working on today's assignment?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't tell where you've done one. It's 2.4 graphing lines using slope intercept.
I'm doing the hold on. Let me check what's it called.
I need you to do today's, okay? So I'm sitting right here and we can help and we can get this one done, okay?
Which one is that one?
It's 2.4.
Oh, okay.
Start working on that and then we're gonna work backwards, okay?
Uh,
Okay, let's see. Hunter, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm working the problem out now.
Yeah, the one you have may be kind of tricky. Are you doing 1/5 x minus 3/4 y? Hunter,
I'm doing 16x minus 5y equals 13.
16x. Okay, so what's the first thing you're going to do?
I don't know. I don't really know how to do this that much.
Okay, the first thing we need to do is move the x. How can I move that x? If it's a positive 16x, what's the opposite of a positive?
Negative.
So we're going to subtract 16x from both sides, okay?
Okay.
So that'll leave us with -5 equals -16x plus 13, okay?
Okay.
And then, let me write this down as we're doing it. It'll leave us with -5y equals -16x plus 13. Now we're going to go through, I got to get that y by itself, so what do I need to get rid of?
The 5.
What kind of 5 is it?
Negative.
So I'll go through and divide everything by -5, okay? Okay, do you have -16/5?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, you should have had like -5y equals -16x plus 13 is what you should have had.
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Okay, so you got -16/5
Yeah.
in your calculator. Or what, are you using a calculator?
I'll use it on my computer.
Okay, so do -16 divided by -5. What's a negative divided by negative?
Positive.
So that gives me 16/5x. Okay, and and then if I got 13 divided by -5, is that going to give me a positive or a negative?
Positive.
Mm,
Negative, actually.
-13 divided by 5.
Yeah.
So you should have 16x, y equals 16x minus 13/5.
Do you want me to put that in the,
Yeah, put that in. You should have y equals 16 over 5x minus 13 over 5. All right, Georgiana, pay attention to where x is always equal to -2, okay? Is it going to be a horizontal line or vertical line, Georgiana? Think about that. All right, let's see, Hunter, did you put it in?
I'm doing it right now. Yeah, I'll put it in. I got it.
Okay, so let's see what we got to go back and do. Let's see, that gave you. One more to do, and it's a fun one. It's gonna be the highlight of your day, Hunter. Did you skip? Did you skip -1/5 x minus 3/4 y equals -4?
That's the one I'm doing now. That's the one that I'm on.
All right, so I'm gonna write the problem down. 1/5 x minus 3/4 y equals -4. So what's the first thing I'm gonna do, Hunter?
Try to get the y by itself.
Well, first thing I gotta do is move the x. So how do I move that x? I got -1/5 x. So how do I move that? I gotta use the inverse operation. Opposite operation.
Add.
Okay, so I'm gonna add 1/5 x to both sides, okay?
Cool.
In your computer, honey. I mean, like I can telepathically read what you're doing. Whew. So you should have -3/4 y equals 1/5 x minus 4. Stop right there, okay, Hunter? Let me answer this other question.
Cool.
Because are you answering creating an equation? Where's your y-intercept? You can sit right here so I can see.
I'm overall confused.
Okay, so where's your y-intercept? Right here. Okay. So take your dots.
-4.
Yeah, take that first dot down. Take both dots down to -4. All right, Hunter. So now what do we got to do?
Like that.
Okay, both of them down to -4 on the y-intercept. Both of them should be at -4. Just bring that whole dot. Bring both of them over to -4. There we go. Now let's go back up to our equation. And what's our slope?
X.
What's in front of that x? So I'll go up 1 over 1. So take that dot, go up 1 and over 1. There it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd move them both to that first point. All right, so we've got -3/4 y equals 1/5 x minus 4. Is that correct, Hunter?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now here's the fun part. We've got to get the y by itself, so what have I got to do?
This time divide.
We got to divide everything by what? What's in front of that y? What's in front of that y?
3/4.
-3/4. Okay, so you're using the one that looks like the one we have in the classroom on your phone? I mean on the computer.
Yeah.
So go to alpha y equals.
Okay.
And you see how like you have a little box on top? Do 1 divided by 5. And then go down to the bottom box and do -3 divided by 4. And hit enter and tell me what you get.
Okay, wanted me to restart it. What are you doing? Remember we made a deal.
I'm just confused now because the fraction is not one. I got one right.
Start at your y-intercept. Go to your y-intercept. Put everything on your y-intercept. Both dots on your y-intercept. What'd you get when you did 1/5 divided by -3/4?
I did.
All right, now do your rise over your run.
It's 2/5.
So is it positive or negative?
Positive.
So you can go up
2,
and to the left.
5.
Yep.
We go left.
I went right. I'm sorry. I went right, but I said left. Have you divided that yet, Hunter?
Is it 4/15?
Yep. -4/15. You dropped that. Huh? No, I didn't work yesterday.
That's the
-4/15x. And then the next one is I'd go to alpha y equals. And then you got 4 on top. And you're dividing by, get onto the bottom. And then you do -3 divided by 4. And hit enter.
So what do you want me to put in again?
On the top one, you do alpha y equals and you put your -4.
Cool.
And then on the bottom, you put -3 divided by 4.
Cool. It said it was an error.
I'll go ahead and tell you, I got -16. I got 16/3. I don't know what you did wrong, and I don't have my document camera. But you should have 16/3. So your answer should be -14/15 or -4/15x.
I got most of the graph ones right, but I don't know what they do.
So you got -4/15x plus 16/3. Let me know when you get it in, Hunter.
Do I just put it in like that? There's like y at the beginning or anything?
Yeah, you got to have y equals. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
Georgiana, you okay?
Oh, I forgot to put the x in.
Yeah, did you miss it? Hunter. All right, let's see. Did you miss it?
Yeah, I forgot to put the x in.
All right, let me refresh and see what they're going to give us next. Hope they don't give us another one like that. Surely it'll be down towards the bottom that they'll give it to us. Yeah, they're giving us another hard one. Okay, you go ahead. The first thing you got to do is move that X. You figure out how to move that X, okay?
Okay.
Oh, God, I hate when it does that. All right, Adam.
Yes.
This one, all you're doing is you're finding your slope. You're doing your rise over your run, okay?
Okay.
Or you got to write the equation y equals mx plus b. So first thing you do is find your b, which would be where it intersects y-axis. And then find your slope, okay?
Okay.
Y equals mx plus b.
Okay.
All right, let me go back up here, Hunter. If you get to put the accent on this one, Hunter, I'm done with you. Okay, you should have 2/5 y equals -1/2. No, we moved it over, so it should be +1/2. 1/2 x plus 4. Is that where you're at?
Yeah.
All right, so what do we do now?
Divide the 2/5 by 1/2.
I'm going to divide everything by what?
1/2.
What's in front of the y?
The 2/5.
So I divide everything by 2/5. So we should not be messing with any negative numbers now because we're dividing everything by, so do that alpha y equals and put 1 divided by 2. Divided by alpha y equals 2 divided by 5.
I got 5/4.
Okay, I haven't done it, but go ahead, I believe you. Okay, and the next one you do that alpha y equals and you do 4 on top and on the bottom 2 divided by 5. See what you get, okay, put it in. Okay, don't forget the x. Okay, what is x on this line? 0, okay, so what would x be on this next line? Yeah, but you want the line to go up and down, okay? So you got to move that dot over. And then just a bit right there. So all the x values are 3. No matter where we go on this line, x is 3. Okay? If we go over 3, up 1, so it'll be 3, 1. We go over 3, down 1, it's 3, -1. The x values, all the x values are going to be 3 on that line. Okay? Those are the hardest ones to do. Hunter, did you get it right?
I got the last one. I got 28/8. So
28/8. Wait a minute. You got 4. And then on the bottom, we did 2 by 5.
oh
That's not what I got.
yeah.
4 on top and then 2 divided by 5 on the bottom.
Oh. I got 10.
Okay, so it's going to be plus 10. So it's going to be y equals 5/4x plus 10.
Okay.
If you did that one.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so that you should be done with that, correct?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Go back if you want to and work on your They don't want to redo the quiz. What time we get out of here?
40. They can redo it at any point in time they want to.
Yeah, if I was you and if you want to schedule a time to go back and look at some of these. Can I say
Yeah, I was gonna redo it like sometime today.
Right, Hunter, it's just me, you, Georgiana, and Adam on here. Can I say what I want to say?
Sure.
Okay, I would go back and start working on some of those, like that quiz grade, that low quiz grade.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the test scores, they can't go back and do those, can they?
Yeah.
You can go back and look at some of the ones like where you have like the grades on the quiz on the test. if you want to schedule a time to get together to do some of this, we can do it. You just let me know what you want to do, okay?
Okay.
I mean, I'm more than willing to schedule a time outside of class to go back and do some of this where it's just me and you working on it, okay?
Okay.
Just let me know, okay? I mean, because we can go back and read, especially the tests. We need to go back and redo some of those, okay?
Okay.
Just let me know and we can schedule time. I mean, if you're all remote, we can start at 3:30 and do something, okay?
That'll be fine.
All right, well, just send me, my email is lwalser@davidson, and then send me some possible times, okay?
Okay, I will.
All right, or I can do it like at 4, and that way I can go home and sit and do it from home, okay?
Okay.
All right, you just let me know, okay? All right. All right, you just go do what you need to do, okay? Georgiana?
Yeah.
Looks like you're doing good, okay? All right, do you know what you need to go back and do?
Yeah.
All right, are you gonna go back and work on the quiz?
Yeah.
All right, listen. Let's see. Let me see what you, okay, do you understand like finding, where it gives you to find the slope that passes through 2 points? Do you understand how to do that?
Yeah.
How do you do it? What's the formula? You use y minus y over x minus x, okay?
Okay.
So listen, whatever you do, I mean, don't resubmit it till we go through and we look, okay?
Okay.
All right, go ahead, but don't submit it till we look at it, okay? And the same as I told Hunter, if you want to schedule a time where you and I just go through this, we will, okay?
Okay.
All right. Just go ahead and do what you need to do.
All right.
All right, Adam, what are you doing, bud?
I don't get none of these, to be honest, Miss Watson.
Okay. Let's look at it. All right, if we look at the first one, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
All right, if we look at this first one, okay, it says right slope intercept form, okay?
Okay.
All right, so first thing let's look at, what's our slope? How many I go from here, I go up how many and over how many?
Hold up, I'm not there. Okay. So we go up 2.
They go up 2. Look at
I mean 1.
that. Went up 1 and over.
Up and over.
1.
Okay.
All right. So we know our y-intercept is what? Our slope is what?
What's it called? 1 over 1.
Okay, what is the same thing to write that?
The x.
Okay, we can just put, yeah, we can just say 1 over, what's 1 over 1? If I simplify that, what does that simplify that to? Like what's 4 over 4, 5 over 5, 6 over 6? All those are the same thing as writing what? 1, okay? So we would have y equals 1x. And then where does it pass through the y-axis?
It passed.
Right here, where does it pass through the y-axis? At what? Y is equal to what right here?
Because it crossed.
Because it goes through the origin, or y is what? What's this point? What's this point right here?
What's it called?
What's this ordered pair that would describe this point?
the like middle.
Okay, what's y equal to right here? Where I'm pointing. Y is equal to what?
Y is equal to
Okay, if this is 1, this is
2,
this is
3,
this is
4,
this is
0.
okay, so your equation would be y equals 1x or y equals x.
Okay.
So put that for the first one.
Okay.
All right, look at the next one. Let's look at our slope. What's our slope?
Our slope is
I mean, do we rise and then we run? How many do we rise?
1.
And we run over.
1.
Okay, so we could just say y equals 1x. And then where does it go through the x? The y-axis?
To 2.
Go down, how many?
2.
How many did I go down from here to here?
Oh, 1. Never mind. I'm sorry.
So it'd be y equals 1x minus 1.
Okay, so y equals 1x. Y equals 1x, right?
Yeah, but I got to put my y-intercept. What's my y-intercept?
1.
What kind of 1?
Negative.
Yeah, so y equals 1x minus 1.
Okay. So y equals 1. Wait, negative 1x.
No. Our slope is positive, so y equals 1x.
Okay, so y equals 1x.
And then where does it go through? What's our y-intercept?
And negative 1.
Okay, so minus 1.
Okay.
All right, let's look at this one. Okay, first thing we gotta do is we gotta find our slope, okay? So tell me how many, first of all, is it positive or negative?
Positive.
All right, so how many do I rise before I run? How many do I go up before I go over?
You went over 2.
You got to go up, rise, and then run.
Oh, okay.
Remember, I got to get up before I can walk, okay? I can't walk sitting down. I got to get up and walk first.
Okay,
So I got to get up and then walk. So how many did I get up?
3.
And I went over, I walked how far?
2.
From
No,
here
1.
to 1. So y equals, you can say 3x. Because you don't need y equals 3x.
Okay.
And then where does it pass through the y-axis?
Oh, +3.
Yes.
I got that wrong because I forgot to put the +3. I put y. I put only y equals x. 3x, I mean.
Dog. All right, this next one, is it positive or negative? Let's look at, is this one you're looking at?
No.
Okay, I go back and refresh since you decided to leave out part of the equation.
It's right there.
Well, honey, I had to refresh my screen. Mine does different than yours.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay, so is this what we're looking at right here?
Yeah.
Okay, see, mine had something different because it was assuming you was going to put the rest of the equation in there. Okay, we should know how to, we've done that one. We've done, okay, that's the one we missed. Is this one you have now?
No. Wait, go up?
You missed that one.
No, the other one. It was like kind of like.
All right, first of all, okay. Let me refresh it again.
Okay. Okay. Down.
That's what mine's showing.
No, my showing something different.
All right, what's my slope? How many do I, first of all, is it a positive slope or a negative slope?
Negative.
All right, so go ahead and equals y equals negative.
Okay.
All right, how many do I rise before I run? How many do I get up before I run?
Okay. So, you have to go down, right? So, 5.
Yeah, I can't see it, so I don't know. I'm assuming I went down 5. How many did I go over to the other dot?
2.
Okay, so you got negative 5 over 2 to the x.
Okay, so
And I'm trusting you on this one, Adam, because I can't see what you're doing.
y equals 5. Wait, y equals negative 5. Then x.
But I had to get up. How many did I get up? How many did I go up or down?
Okay, so it's under the negatives, right? So you have to hit the middle circle, right?
You may have to put the negative with the number. I'm not sure. I can't see what you're doing.
Wait, try to go more down and see if it's not down.
But it's not, because it's getting into graphing the equations.
Oh.
Is it
It's
this?
that one. It's that one.
All right, so let's look. What's my dude? What's my
It was 5. Isn't it 5?
from here to here?
Wait, I don't get that. Wait, so it switches?
Is this the equation you got?
Yeah, I have that. It's showing. Yeah, it's on my
Okay.
screen.
All right, so how many did I get up before I run?
5. Right?
I couldn't hear what you said.
5, right?
This is the same one we got. I went here to here. So how many did I rise?
Oh. Oh, so it's 1 then.
Yeah, I went 1, and then I went over.
Then you went over 1.
Okay, so what's my slope? Is it positive or negative first?
Negative.
That's a positive slope. If it goes to the right, if it goes to the
I
right,
would go to the okay.
So
y equals negative 1.
no.
Oh, 1.
Okay, 1. What goes behind that 1?
The x.
Yeah.
Then it's
What goes behind the x? What's next? Have you got to go cover class?
1.
Oh, I was talking to Miss
Michelle.
Joan.
So it's gonna be 1 after
You
that.
got y equals 1x. Where does it go through the y-axis? Where's it going through the y-axis?
Negative.
Negative what?
Negative 5.
Yeah, so you got y equals 1x minus 5.
Okay. So when it turns to the right, it's positive.
Yes.
So, but what happens if it turns to the left? It's negative?
Yes, that's the way I think about it. I cannot do up or down, okay? My brain just does not think that way. My brain is right, it's positive because I'm going in the right direction, okay?
Okay.
If I'm negative, I'm going in the left direction, which is wrong, okay?
Okay.
Left is wrong, right is positive.
Okay.
So you should have y equals 1x minus 5.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and then refresh and see you got it in there. Did you get it right?
Yeah.
All right, let me see what you're doing next. Okay. Let's skip that. It went to, obviously you didn't have that one. Do you have y equals negative 4x plus 1? Is that what you got to graph?
Oh no, I'm not graphing. I'm still sloping.
What's my next sloping one?
Is that one?
Okay, so
But I
first of
feel
all, is it positive or negative?
It is negative.
Okay, so let's go. We know that it's negative, so don't worry about left. We know that it's negative already. So
Okay.
how many did I go up?
2.
From here to here is how many?
Oh, 1.
All right, and how many did I go over? 1, 2,
4.
3, 4. Yeah, so I should have y equals negative 1/4 x. Do not leave the x out.
Y equals negative
1/4 x.
1. Okay. Y equals negative 1x. Then 4.
4's got to be underneath that. Somehow or another, you got to do is there like a little fraction thing that you can do?
The 1 over.
You could do 1 over negative 4 if you wanted to.
Okay. So y equals negative 1 over 4.
X.
1 over 4. Then x.
And then where does it go through the y-axis? What is that?
2.
Dude, what's that right there? We said this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is negative 5. So this has to be what?
Negative.
Look, if this is negative 1, negative 2. If this is positive 1, positive 2. What is this?
A 0?
Yeah, so do I need that 0?
No.
Okay, so I don't need it.
So it can just be y equals negative over 1/4 x.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Period.
All right, is this what you got next?
Yes.
All right, I want you to put both dots on this right here is your y-intercept, okay? So put
Okay.
both dots on where y is equal to 1, okay? Remember,
Y.
your y-axis runs up and down, okay?
How about I? Okay, so y equals 1.
You're not
Okay.
having to type anything in yet. Move both dots to 1.
So 1.
Put both dots on 1.
Yeah.
All right, so what's my slope? Don't go anywhere. First of all, we're going to go to the left or right?
Going to the right. No, the left.
Left, okay? So we're going, remember we got to rise. So how many do we rise?
4.
So just move up 4 from where you're at. From 1, move up 4.
2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Okay. And then technically what's underneath that 4?
Underneath the 4.
Technically there's a 1 underneath it. So you got to move 1 to the left. So our line will go to the left.
Hold up. Okay, so would it look like they're like across each other?
No, you should have 1 dot at 1.
Okay, 1 dot at 1.
And from that 1, you should go up. You should go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the left 1. So your line should be going this way, okay?
Wait, so it won't go. It won't be slanted to the left.
Yeah, it'll be slanted to the left.
Okay, okay. So what? Okay, so will the top one? Will the top one will be like really close to 5?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. I can have it. It should be,
I mean,
it's probably on the 5, but you go over 1 from the 5.
I can show. Hold on, I can show you a picture.
Do your screen share.
Okay, so then, hold on.
All right, let me stop share and then you share.
I can just like turn on my camera. Okay, so this is what I got. Something like this.
You're going the wrong. First of all, that first dot should be on the 1. It should be over 1.
So okay. So hold on. Okay, so over 1. The first dot should be at 1.
Stay on the y-axis, but go to 1.
Okay. Okay.
You got that?
Yeah.
Then go up 4. So you're going to go up to the 5. You count it from 1. You go 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going up 4. Okay.
So it would look something like this. Like this.
Honey, that bottom dot has to be on what was it, 1? You stay on the y-axis. You keep moving on the x-axis. It's got to be on the y-axis. The y-axis goes up and down.
So would it be touching the line then?
Yeah, it'd be touching the 1 on the y-axis.
All right. So okay, hold on. So would it be something like this then?
No.
No, it's something like that.
No.
So is it supposed to be switched, the lines?
Let me see if she's still got it pulled up here. Okay.
All right.
She's got it still sharing up here. I can
What you talking
get
about?
in. I don't know if she's got it open.
2, 4. This girl, huh?
See if I can get her. I don't have corners up. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. You write down the equation.
So would it be something like this then? Oh wait. Yeah, would it be something like this then?
No, hold on just a minute, Adam. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna send you a picture. Okay. What time's your next? Who you got? What you got next?
Wasser.
Wes or Jerry?
I have.
Do you have English?
Yes.
All right. Wait a minute. I'm gonna email it. Let me take a picture of it first. Let's go now. All right, I'm sending it to you. It's going through. It's going slowly. Like snail's pace. I'm home phone up, see if that makes a difference.
And Gmail?
My minute is, yeah, check your school account, okay?
Okay.
I gotta go.
Cindy.
Have you got it open?
Okay, so it will be. Oh, okay.
You see the dark line that goes up and down?
Yes.
That's your Y. See where it says Y at the top of it? Very small print.
Hold on, let me.
That
let me-
is your y-axis. Every single line is going to start from there, okay?
Okay.
Every little, like that last number at the very end, like
Okay.
on the next one, you see how you have a positive 1?
Okay. Wait, so why did it give me it wrong?
I don't know what you did.
It wasn't doing what? I did it. I did it. Like what you did.
I don't know what you did. Wait a minute,
Like I did it how you
you
told
on,
me.
you wait a minute, look, here's what you did. You started on the right spot, but you went up 1, 2, 3. You didn't go up 4. You just went to 4. You didn't go up 4. You got to rise 4 and go to the left 1.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Okay. Okay.
All right. So you see how the next one's going to start on 5. I mean, it's going to start on 1, that y-axis.
Okay, okay. So then it says the second one is like it says y equals 2x negative 1.
2x negative 1.
Yes.
So you're going to go down to the negative 1 on the y-axis, go down to negative 1.
Okay.
And you said it was what? In front of the x.
It was 2.
So you go up 2 and to the right 1. So you rise 2. Remember, you got to get up. You're going to get up 2, go up 2, and to the right 1.
Okay, so would it be like this?
Did you get it?
I don't know if it's right.
Well, what did it tell you?
I don't know. Like I'm showing you. Is it like the way?
I don't know what you're doing. Listen, we got to schedule a time to get together. Okay, so send me some possible times. It's not showing up on mine. It's not
Okay.
showing up. Mine's off. But listen, I got to go to my next period, and you need to go see Mr. Walter too. Okay.
All right.
But we'll schedule some time to get together. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye.